Sorry, I know it's taking a little bit to set things up, but I just gotta use the bathroom real quick and then I'll be right back. All right. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Oh my gosh, here we go. We're starting early with the FemCrow memes, huh? Let me fix my mic, make sure the audio's good. Volume mixer. And okay, perfect. All right. What the heck is my bag? Okay. Whew. We're back. Let's do this. Boom. Boom. What is up, guys, and welcome to part 62 of our FGO live stream series. Let me see if I can fix this chat here real quick. Paste. Perfect. It actually worked. Let's go, let's go. So, today, I'm hoping that we can finally get to... what is this place called? Well, okay, so far, we've only made it to the main gate. We haven't actually made it into the city, so I'm hoping that today we can do that. I have updated my account a little bit, so we have some new characters and some old characters that have like rank up upgrades and stuff. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Welcome back, FemCrow. Time for an explosive stream. I hope it's a good one. We're nearing the end. We're nearing the climax of the story right now, so I'm sure it's definitely going to be a good one. But appreciate you stopping by the stream, Cornelius. Good to see you. Good to see you. Akihara as well. Welcome. We have Ginchan here, Diego, Senor Lopez, Steelhawk, and Durafim. Are my eyes and ears deceiving me, or did Cloudy say he is finishing Apocrypha tomorrow? That is correct. That is correct. So, two quick announcements. First one is going to be that I will be finishing Apocrypha tomorrow. So, my plan is to watch episodes 22, 23, 24, 25. Those are the last 4 episodes. We're going to knock them all out on Twitch, so if you have not already, make sure to head on over to the Twitch. I think there's a link in the description, but if not, then just go on Twitch and look up CloudyCrow K, and then you'll find my channel there. And tomorrow at this time that we normally start streams, which is, or I try to normally start streams at 10 a.m., so we will be doing it at about 10 a.m., maybe 10:30 at the latest. And then we'll be checking out those 4 episodes. So we'll be finishing Apocrypha. And then the other announcement is that there will not be a stream Tuesday, but there will be one Wednesday. So I'm just going to move the next Tuesday stream over to Wednesday because I have something to do Tuesday, so I won't be able to stream on that day. But there will be a stream. There will not be a curse. Apocrypha, we are so back. Yep, we are back. I think the last thing we saw in Apocrypha was the Achilles versus Chiron fight, which that was amazing. So I can't wait to see what these other fights are like. Especially once we see, because I know Sieg's gotta have something. He's gotta have something crazy to wrap up this series. There's no way that, because, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like compared to all of the other protagonists we've had in the Fate series so far, I feel like Sieg's the weakest one to me when it comes to, you know, how much I like them. I think I like him the least. He's not as compelling as, like, Shiro or Kiritsugu or Fujimaru, but maybe he can redeem himself in this finale. We'll have to see. Okay, let's swap over to the game so that we can get right into the story. Full screen this. Okay. Phew. People tend to shit on Sieg, but boy, Apocrypha is so good. Yeah, I really like it so far. I really like it. I like a lot of the characters. I think the twists are really interesting. Like, I don't know, I think, well, number one, I think the biggest twist so far was easily the Vlad transformation. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. So that was really cool to see. But I also really liked the Avis Braun storyline and how he ended up turning on his own master. That was crazy. And then he fused his master into Adam and just started wreaking havoc. And plus we get to see Mordred, bro. What's not to like about this season? FGO Sieg is a spoiler. Yeah, I was told to be careful around Sieg in FGO because apparently his NP is a spoiler. Okay, let me mute this music and unmute the game audio. Okay. He's even a homunculus too, and he's less of a character than Ilya. I agree. He's just... I understand that the whole point of his story is supposed to be the fact that he's a homunculus that kind of gets his own autonomy. He wants to be more human. He wants to live a normal life like humans, so he's kind of like a blank slate, and he's trying to discover his purpose in life. But I don't know. He's kind of bland. He's kind of vanilla. Not really super exciting to watch whenever he comes up on the screen. I did really like, for a moment, when it seemed like he was rallying all the other homunculus together and he was going to create, like, well, at least to me, I thought he was going to create his own little, maybe civilization or his own, just a place for homunculus to go to live normal lives. But then it seems like that kind of got cut short. So, I don't know where things are going for him now when it comes to his purpose. But when it comes to some updates to the account, where is he? Where is he? Finn McCool. We finally got his NP and his skills up, so we can use him. We did the same for Gilgamesh. We got his NP and his skill, which is great. We also leveled up Parvati, which is cool. I realized, though, I leveled her up because I see a lot of people have her as a support, so I thought that, you know, she was probably pretty good. And she's a Lancer. I needed Lancers, so I leveled her up, and then I realized she's a quick AoE Lancer. And we have another quick AoE Lancer with a Valkyrie here, so these two kinda fit similar niches, but I think they have different play styles. Like, I think she's, at least to me, from what I've seen from her kit, she seems a little bit more defensive. Like, she has evade, she has damage cut, she has restoring HP, and then I feel like she doesn't deal too much damage, but I guess maybe I gotta focus on demonic enemies with her. And then I haven't looked too much into Parvati, but she seems interesting. I know she has a self battery, and then she also can, like, give away her NP to give her team battery, which is cool, or someone on her team a battery. But I don't have that skill leveled up very high, so I don't know how much it's gonna give. And then this is pretty cool, how her NP gauge for all allies increases with overcharge. I thought that was insane. Oh, and then we also kinda, sorta leveled up Hans. We got both of his skills, but I need to raise his bond so I can get his NP upgrade. And then we can start using him. But I am kind of happy, but also kind of sad to say that I am finally running out of the servant XP. Because if you look at my box, I don't have any more servant XP in my box. And if you look at my second archive, it's empty. So all I have left is the servant EXP in my inventory. Now there's still quite a bit here. Actually, there's not a whole lot here. There's a good amount, but this can go quick. So we'll see, we'll see. Hopefully we don't, you know, get to a point where we get a really cool character and now it's like, oh, we gotta farm all over again for these These servant EXPs when we had a ton of them before. When it comes to these missions here, I did do a few of them. I forget what all of the different days were, but I did the one that had the spirit roots. I did the ones that had the shells, the conches, whatever they're called. But I think, and maybe one more, but I can't remember what the item drop was for that. So we did those. And that's pretty much it. Now you're caught up. Now you're caught up. Have you been grinding the hunting quest? Yeah, not all of them. I haven't grinded every single one of them, but I did grind, like, the first 3. Now you gotta farm hunting quest. Farm upcoming lotto to solve all these needs. When does the lotto come out? Oh, this Christmas. Oh, okay. Well, we still gotta wait until that comes. But I'm sure lottos always give a ton of material. So even though it is, like you said, 4 months away, that's still, like, the wait's definitely gonna be worth it. Okay, so here we have assassin, which means we need some casters. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with just getting Castoria. Or actually, did the El Malloy, the Lord El Malloy, did his buffs come out yet? He has an NP upgrade. Is that what it was? You should burn the 1 to 3 star EXP cards. That Christmas is LB1 locked. Oh, man. We might not make it then, dude. We might not make it. If we didn't have that, like, middle story in between Babylonia and Lost Belts, I think we could make it. I'm not gonna lie. 4 months, I think we could knock out Solomon and Babylonia in 4 months. But now we have, like, Agartha and Salem and all of them that we have to do in between. So I don't know if we're going to make it to the LB1 cutoff. Unless, can we? No. I think that means I'd have to complete LB1 to check it out then, huh? Lottos are your best bang for your AP when it comes to farming basically anything. Will we finally see a Melusine looping team? You're right. I have been shown the light when it comes to Melusine last stream, so definitely will be using her more. No, he got another buff on JP recently. That's what it was. It was a buff on JP. Okay. So 2 years from now, we'll get it. Alright. So 2 years from now. Okay, let's go with Castoria. You just can't do the lotto story? Oh, so I can still do the lotto events. Or, like, missions, I just can't do the story? Okay, that's fine. I think we had another, I think there was another event or another lotto that was like that as well. Where I couldn't do the story, but I could still farm the event. I think with the, what is it called? With the Medusa event that came up recently, that one we couldn't do anything. I just had to, I felt like the Squidward meme where he's looking at the window, looking out the window, watching SpongeBob and Patrick have fun. That's how I felt when all you guys were talking about the Medusa event. Okay. Yeah, let's just use Melusine here. Why not? Who's gonna stop me? We have the Castorias. So he dies and then she comes in. Yeah, we could do this. Now, when it comes to their... Oh, that's another thing that you guys said I should do, is start using Black Grail more. And especially since I have double Castoria, or Castoria Orion. Not Orion, Castoria Oberon. I can get to 100 a lot easier. And she has a ton of NP battery for herself. So let's try that out. Wait! Hold on. One more thing. We gotta get some bond for Hans. Where is he? There we go. And then we can give him the bond CE. This one. Okay. Let's do it. Then, King Ozymandias, your forces will march in from the west of the Holy City. Okay, so now we're strategizing. We're trying to figure out how we plan to infiltrate the city. We will be arriving at the Holy City 4 days from now in the morning. We'll march through the night until we get to the wastelands near the Holy City, then march in at the break of dawn. Remember, whatever you do, relax, my Divine Beast Corps will arrive on time. Leave the castle's west wall diversion to me. I'll send our beast trainers along with you. Discuss the particulars of the plan with them along the way. Thank you. As expected, you are well practiced in battle. No need for praise. I'm sick of it. Focus on hurrying back home. Even with swift horses, it'll be difficult to reach the mountainous regions in only 3 days. Yes, thank you, King Ozymandias. You take care too. I'm lending you my precious divine beasts. Don't let them go to waste, will you? Okay. Why is Jalter in the 4th unit instead of Oberon? I will show you why. I think, yeah, I'll show you why once we get into battle. Okay, I like this. I like how we're just kind of passing through each of the different areas instead of going to a random, like going to one area along the way, having a conversation, doing a random battle. And then we go to the next stage, have a conversation, do a battle. I like how we're just jumping straight to the next area and walking through these other ones. Okay. And that's how we could get back to the Eastern Village in such a short time. Looks like we just got back in time for the last battle. Welcome home, we were waiting for you. You must be exhausted, CloudyCrow. Requesting King Ozymandias' cooperation. We heard it all went well. When I first heard you were going to talk to the king, I couldn't believe it, but it's fortunate that you were able to get the king's cooperation. We have some good news for you too. Glad to have you back, everyone. As you can see, our preparations are almost complete. The village looks sort of... Yes, all the village representatives are gathered here at the moment. We're all collaborating on the capture of the Holy City. We've gathered 7,000. Since then, 2,000 people from within Holy City have risen up behind the scenes to endorse our revolt as well. We haven't reached our goal of 10,000, and we're nowhere near the ideal 20,000, but we should be able to make up with the Lancelot and Ozymandias' forces thanks to you. Hi Hassans, we're back! We got all the Hassans here. Everything went pretty smoothly for us. Oh, who am I kidding? Ha ha ha. You mean you ran into unexpected events? You all look pretty happy considering. Didn't I tell you we have faced 2,000 battles? I'd given up on strengthening our troops, that it was a dream within a dream. But day by day, little by little, the heads of the villagers who'd visit our village came forth. 10 people turned to 30, 30 turned to 60, they kept doubling like that. Even though nothing we said could ever convince them before. It was someone helped me at the Wailing Wall, someone helped us escape from the Holy City. And in the end, at the entrance of the desert, someone reminded me I was human. Isn't that Faux soundboard getting some use here. It wasn't like if those guys are here we wouldn't mind joining them. It just made them change their minds apparently. Honestly, this is why I will never understand the human mind. It's obvious for us old men of the mountain to help the mountain people. That's why no one even questions it. But those rescued by outsiders must have all wondered about the same thing. Why didn't those outsiders give up on us? They're not obligated. I see, that thought wouldn't have occurred to me. We're neither the strongest nor the kindest, but we don't give up on little things. Romani believed that humans, masters like that, were necessary. Ah, welcome home, CloudyCrow Mash. Where have you been this whole time, Roosh? Where have you been this whole time? What have you been up to, buddy? I feel like he's been plotting. Haven't seen him on the screen for a while. Roosh, yes, we're back. How's everything? Good. All the houses that burned down need to be rebuilt, so that's keeping me busy. That's great. But you can't charge at people like that anymore. Someone might register that as an offensive action called tackle. Okay, fine. Where's Arash? Wasn't he with you? Oh, no. Who's gonna tell him? Arash has gone ahead to the wastelands to keep an eye on the Holy City's developments, he said. I see. Then we'll see him again sometime, huh? Dang, I feel bad we have to keep lying to him. First it was about his mom, and now it's about Arash. He ran off towards the fields. Roosh is a very perceptive child, so he pretends for our sake. I see. Well, I think I'll get something going in the kitchen. There's nothing like a good meal to cheer you up. I'll say an extra prayer to the dragon god tonight. Wait, I'm coming too. Disciples shouldn't act without permission. Imagine if a half-naked man suddenly walked in. You'd scare everyone if it was just you, Toto. Oh, okay. I was like, where is this going? Ah, I've missed this endearing ruckus. Can you believe it's only been for a few days? Always bright and lively. That's Chaldea. Yes, that's strong. I must learn from you. Alright, CloudyCrow, let's go over the plan one more time. We'll head into the wastelands, assemble the forces scattered there, and head towards the Holy City. I will lead the way. The terrain in the wastelands has blind spots that will not be noticed by patrols. But that is only until we get to the city itself. There are no hiding places in the wastelands surrounding the Holy City. Therefore, we will take our final rest further out, then aim for the Holy City under the cover of night. I hope we reach the city while it's still dark, but we have an army of nearly 10,000 and few horses. It will likely be dawn by the time we're close enough to see the city, and they will then be able to see us. The Lion King's forces will notice our advance and strengthen their defenses. We will break through this and force our way into the Holy City grounds. With our allied forces, we will gain control over the Holy City and take down the King's castle. After that, I want you to take over, CloudyCrow. Killing the Lion King will be our role? Aye, the Lion King is a servant. We cannot compete with him, no matter how many soldiers we use. Even if we old men of the mountain gather together, our blades will not reach the Lion King's throat. The only countermeasure we have left is you. Will you agree to it? Let's do it. In that case, assume your positions. CloudyCrow, Mash, Sir Betty Beer. We old men of the mountain challenge you to a fight. Why? I don't understand the reason we're fighting. It's our way of compromising. As for me, I'm still opposed to trusting others. Please don't mind him, CloudyCrow. 100 Personas is only saying that to show off. Mind him? Well, I guess since they're 100 Personas, I guess they're kind of like just... They're kind of just an entity. I don't think they are a him or a her. I think they're kind of just, you know, whatever they want to be at any given moment. I told you, or I guess they're both at the same time. I told you this will be our compromise. If they're stronger, I have no choice but to let them do it. Indeed, it's as 100 Persona says. Please go along with it, CloudyCrow. Can we place our people's fate in your hands? Do your skills measure up or not? This will be the last time we let our fists do the talking. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting a boss battle here. Let's see. Sadly, Arash took the airlines with him. Mom literally died. Roosh with a smile on his face. Okay. So. Oh, it's only one wave. I was not expecting that. Okay. Not very good luck when it comes to cards there. Dude, I really need to start a freaking chair fund, man. Oh my gosh. This thing is getting annoying. Shoot. This gives C stars, right? Gain C stars, and then only if you're near water, then you get more C stars. And you get C stars each turn. I don't think we should use that right now, because we only have this quick. And we should save the crits for when we have some arts or busters up. I guess for now we could boom. Okay. Let's see how much Araj can do here. Okay, not bad. I'll take a 30k. NP lost. That's not good. Dang, and that's our C-star drop rate down. Dang. Okay. So let's do this. And then this. And then she has her NP ready. Next. Shoot! We're close. But no cigar. So she gets Earth attribute. I don't think any of these guys are Earth attribute. And I don't remember how much this gives. It says greatly increases NP gauge, increase NP strength. I don't remember how much though. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. And I don't want to waste a turn. Okay, so let's use this. Damage block can help here. We might be able to... Okay, let's just use it. Just in case. Okay, I was worried. For a second. I didn't think we had it high level enough, but I thought it was going to give like 50. But just on the off chance that it did give more than that, I'm glad I used it. So now we can use this. Shoot, I guess we didn't need to use that right there. Because I'm thinking what I want to do is loop here. Okay. And then we also get an attack boost from this. Every turn is gonna turn into gameplay over analyst hell. I feel like it hasn't even been that bad. Okay, yeah, so this is GG for sure. Yeah, you guys are talking about over analyst hell. This wasn't even that bad. This next turn should be wraps. Okay, this is a little alarming. Evade. For 1 turn. Okay, so... Does she have sure hit? No, she does not. She definitely doesn't either. She doesn't have a skill that can give sure hit, does she? I feel like I saw someone that has that I was leveling recently, but I don't remember who. Okay, so swap them. This would have been easy peasy. This would have been GG right here. If it wasn't for that evade. Let's just do this. Dang, dang, dang. Both of them have it for 1 turn. I wish it was 1 time. If it was 1 time, that would be much easier to work around. But since it's evade for 1 turn, I kind of just gotta give them this free turn. For now. Okay. I guess we'll just, I don't know, I guess get some C stars or something. Maybe like this. Because we don't really need NP. Oh my... Oh, that's so dumb! It switched targets! Okay, that was not my fault. That was not my fault. And I 100% stand on that. I clicked her. I was trying to attack her. And then I clicked here to look at her skills, and it made me switch target to her. Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. So I gotta click them twice just to look at their skills, and it changes their target. Oh my gosh. Whatever. It's... Well, he still has another evade. 3 left, though. Crap! He's spamming evade, man! This is dumb. Oh my gosh. Dude, this fight should have been over. How the heck did he get 2 evades? Oh my gosh. I guess someone's just gotta eat his NP. I guess it doesn't really matter who. Yeah, at least I don't feel as bad now because nothing would have changed. Even if we did target her, we still would have had to burn a turn. Because this guy just evades and evades and evades. Okay, so that's those 2. Now we broke his evades. Zabania, who's gonna eat it? Let's see. Dang, he actually took her out. He actually took her out. Okay. Just use 1 DPS. Cycling through 3 DPSs in 1 battle is insane. Well, the problem is, I mean, this is a unique situation because it's 1 round and 3 high HP enemies. But the reason I have multiple DPSs is because I like to have AoE DPSs for the first 2 waves, and then I like to have a strong single target for the last wave. But this is just like a unique battle here because it's only 1 wave and it's 3 servants. So Jalter was for that. Diego, you're acting like I knew when I was gonna fight here. I didn't know I was gonna fight 1 wave of 3 enemies. Jalter was for like the typical boss battle where it's like one big boss in the end that has a ton of HP. Here it was just like 3 servants with like medium HP, not super high, not super low. So she didn't do too much there. Plus they kept spamming evade. If they weren't spamming evade, she definitely would have been used. Okay. High HP? No, this is low HP. I mean, yeah, it's low HP, but I mean like high HP in the sense of okay, so we all know the normal usual stages you bump into. You have one wave of like super weak enemies. Then you have a middle wave of like okay enemies, and then you have the final wave where it's usually the toughest enemy, like usually one tough enemy, sometimes it's multiple. So that's why I like to have a single target. All right, that's why I like to have them. I didn't know, so it'll don't worry, it'll make sense. That was just a weird situation. La la la, gate, la la, para gate. Happy para some gate, bodhis svaha. Is she chanting or singing? That did not sound like humming. Oh my, right back at you. Where's Mash? Are you out for a walk with her? Are you out for a walk without her? I'm doing my daily writing. I'm making note of what happened today in a scroll. One day this will be Monk Sanzong's Tortoise Travels, the 100-volume set stored in Chaldea, no, the temple. Those will be the sutras that touch people's hearts. Huh? Really? You think they'll be? I hope they'll be, of course, but tee-hee-hee. Here, come on, sit next to me. It's a bit scary, but the view from this cliff is beautiful. Alright, so we get a bit of a one-on-one with Sanzong here. She's blushing too? Ah, gosh, just say something. I can't take the silence. Then how about your hopes for tomorrow? My hopes for tomorrow? Ah, like my fighting spirit? Leave it to me. I'm roaring and ready to go. Yeah, that's right. Come to think of it, Mash and I had this sort of discussion once too. Back then, I didn't know much about the Lion King or King Ozymandias, so I couldn't decide whose side to take, which side was correct. That's why I decided to take your guys' side, because you were the easiest to understand, CloudyCrow. Then what about now? Now I know for sure. I'm still on your side, CloudyCrow, but I will fight the Lion King for my own principles. I'll be sure to destroy the Sacred Lance. You watch. Hey, CloudyCrow? People aren't all equal, but they all have a path to the Buddha. They all have possibility. Like the lotus that blooms in the mud, like those who nurture a beautiful heart unrecognized by others. I won't approve a way of life that plucks off those blossoms. Because if they say there's no need for me because I keep screwing up, I'll never become a Buddha. That's so like you, Sanzong. Yeah, so leave it to me. I've got some special Buddhist punishments up my sleeve to make sure the Lion King sees the light. And also, if we save this era, as a reward, can I also, in Chaldea, if only, man, if only we could actually get her at the end of this singularity. No, nothing. I'll save the fun stuff for later. Good night then, CloudyCrow. When it's all over, I'll let you be my disciple, so you'd better look forward to it, okay? How can you not love Sanzong? So this is where you all were. How is the night watch going? Ah, Lady Mash, so you finished putting Roosh to bed. Thank you. I'm afraid he doesn't really listen to what I say. He won't be a child forever, but he's grown up rather wild. I wonder who he takes after. It's a good thing he didn't turn out like you. Roosh is a smart kid. That's his way of trying not to worry us. Easy on the liquor, 100 Personas. What, I'm just getting started. It's all Tota's fault. He's got some good stuff. Ha ha ha, 100 Personas is a chatty drinker, isn't she? On the other hand, Serenity is... Master CloudyCrow, no, oh my gosh. No, you mustn't. I have my duties as an old man in the mountain. But, oh well, I suppose we can slip under the covers for a while. What is she on about, bro? As you can see, she's completely immersed in her own hallucination. I'm sure she doesn't have that much to drink, but... yeah, clearly it didn't take much to get her to that point. Looks like something good has happened. You look as calm as ever. Yes, I witnessed a wonderful thing just now. It's as if I've gained another treasure. Oh, that sounds very interesting indeed. Would you mind sharing with me too? Flashback? Good night, Roosh. See you tomorrow. It's alright, Mash. Don't worry about me. You're all going to the Holy City in the morning, right? That's right. I'm sorry for lying to you. But to tell you the truth, we were afraid you'd insist on coming along. Fighting is dangerous. It's too early for a child. That's what you were going to say, right? Yeah, even I know that. This is where we say goodbye, right? With you and CloudyCrow? That's why I wanted to thank you properly. Thank you for saving my mom and I back then. Oh no! Oh my gosh. I feel so bad. Thanks to you, Mom and I are here. Roost, your mom is... It's okay. Sorry I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but I want you to know, Mash. I will go to the Holy City one day for sure. I have to say goodbye to Mom. Wow. Was that the first time we saw an expression on his face other than him smiling from ear to ear when he was tearing up back there? And how did he go from crying back to smiling again? Something's off about this kid. But until then, I'll go on living with all my strength. I've got to first become an adult quickly. You knew, didn't you? And your mother's last words? Yeah, Mom said that I was her life. Then I need to live as long as I can. Because as long as I'm alive, my mother will continue to live too. That's what I can do now. No, what I can keep doing. It's our most important fight. Dang, that is wholesome. That was my farewell with Roosh. I may not be able to understand his feelings, but my heart is so filled with warmth right now. It seems like sad things are all that happen to singularities, but maybe good things happen too. I see. Salia's son said such a thing. Wow. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Salia's son said such a thing. Hassan, you're an old man of the mountain this era, right? Then were you perhaps... Huh? It was so long ago, I'm afraid I can't recall. Either way, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the me who's assumed this mask. Nothing to a man who threw away everything to become an old man of the mountain out of his selfish desires. But I am the Hassani Sabah of this era. When we cut down the Lion King and the Holy Land is returned to normal, the other Hassans will probably leave this world, but I will be left in this era. In that case, I won't have anything else to do. I'll look after the mountain people's lives for a while. Yes, I'm sure that'll be best, Hassan. Roosh's quest for immortality begins. Okay. Oh, where's the beauty? Where's the passion? It's our last night and we're spending it in this stuffy tactical meeting. I'm afraid you must overlook that. Someone needs to be aware of the overall movements of each unit. I was looking forward to Tota's dinner as well, but please, you must give it up. Fine, fine, I do owe you for helping me out before. Da Vinci will keep Sir Lancelot company. By the way, how are we getting through the main gates? Want to blast it with my noble phantasm? That is the problem. Camelot's main gates cannot be broken so easily. Those gates render ill-intentioned attacks and evil powers ineffective. Even a sacred sword with the highest firepower would not make a dent. How the heck did that happen? That door sounds like a noble phantasm, bro. What the heck? So the gates itself render ill-intentioned attacks and evil powers ineffective. But what decides whether or not our actions are ill-intentioned or evil? What determines that? Is it considered evil or ill-intentioned because we're attacking the king? Or Would it be considered good intentions since we're, trying to save humanity? I guess it depends on who's the one judging. Dear me, then should we ignore the main gates? We will build a scaffold and climb over the walls into the castle. That is the most realistic plan. King Ozymandias' divine beasts will be attacking from the western side of the holy city as well. Even if we cannot break through the front gates, it will be to knock down a portion of the wall. If the holy city is the Lion King's sacred lance itself, even knocking down the castle wall won't go so easily, I think. Yes, I wonder what the Raider Knights will do. What about Mordred's units? My units will handle that. Mordred's Knights are not so proficient. Attacking head-on once or twice should clean them up. Then we will also assist in scaling the wall. That seems best. CloudyCrow and I will wait near the castle wall. We'll wait for your arrival while protecting the allied forces. Once we get inside, we'll head straight for the king's castle. There will be nothing left to fear, except maybe the Knights of the Round Table. Those still stuck in the Holy City are Sir Tristan and Sir Agravain. It'll be battle after battle, but we'll just have to manage. Okay. So, if I'm reading this right, that means we're probably going to bump into Mordred first. Then once we get into the city... if I were to think, according to the anime, and according to what they're saying here, I think the order would be us probably fighting Mordred first. Then... maybe Tristan, then Agravain, and then I think it's gonna be Gawain last out of the knights before we get to Artoria. That's at least how it played out in the anime, because in the beginning we had Gramps holding him off, and then he came back in the end and went all out. So that's my guess. I think we're going to be facing... But it was weird because we didn't really fight Mordred. Mordred was fended off by Sanzang outside of the city, I think. Or on the outskirts of the city, so I guess. It's just weird because everybody split up in the anime. Attacking head-on once or twice should clean them up. Okay, we read all this. Agravain, That man for certain will be aware of what we're up to. The allied forces of the mountain, desert, and Holy Land people have grown exponentially. It is not something we can keep hidden. Agravain is the kind of man to already have caught on to us. Yet there has been no developments by the Holy City. He has not told the Lion King about the existence of the allied forces. Most likely he must be planning to use us to weaken the Lion King's power. The Lion King's objectives and his objectives are separate things. Agravain is only acting out of his own self-interest. He manipulated King Arthur from the shadows. He controlled the government, both here and in Britain. The one I should put to death is that man. Without that man, the Lion King would not have gone insane. I'm not sure you're right about that. What? If Agravain was really only acting out of his own self-interest, I don't think it would have come to this. The Holy City would have become an over-compartmentalized bureaucracy full of useless functions that we could have used to our advantage. But there are no such holes in the Holy City. There are no power-hungry members, and because it's such an unbelievable city, it can't ever be brought down from the inside. I see Consul Agravain's deep-seated hatred in this. He's how I would call it, remaining close to the Lion King with a terrible anger and spite. That's the sense I get. Spite. And that man is cold as anger. Who's disinterested in everything? Spite. Oh, Betty Veer, were you resting here? Sorry to interrupt, but have you seen Senpai? I heard Senpai was by the Rocky Mountains. Oh no. Wait, is he crying? Dang. Normally, you never really see sprites this expressive. But it looks like he's crying here, and he's like I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I remember this part. Was he crying just now? Uh, what is it? CloudyCrow isn't here. I guess not. Sorry. I'll try looking over there. So I haven't seen anything. So thanks, Mash. Way to be discreet. Just to let you know, I didn't see anything. No, sorry that you had to see me like this. Forgive me, milady. Okay, I think I understand what's going on here. I think this obviously has to tie into the whole situation with him and Artoria and him taking the sword to the lake and all that stuff, or him not taking the sword to the lake. I think that's probably what he's thinking about right now. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember this scene in the anime though. I'm afraid I will only be adding shame to shame. But won't you sit down? I had something I wanted to ask you. Sure, then please allow me to join you, Sir Betty Bear. Whoa, scene change. Everything is tomorrow, is it not? Are you alright, milady? Yes, we're fully prepared. Are you, Sir Betty Bear? Does your body ache? Was that from pain just now? No, I have been allowed plenty of rest, so my body is in good health. I am used to physical pain. Besides, it has been years since I lost sensation in my body. It's been years. I was crying out of fear just now. I'm not very strong mentally, you understand? I was scared, so scared that I couldn't muster the courage to raise my face. So I was purging my fear here, where no one would see. You're scared? I wouldn't have thought so. I'm afraid of combat too, but... You're so used to it, Sir Betty Bear. I didn't think you had any fear. No, I do not fear combat. I am just afraid of my own actions. Whether I am doing what is right or not, perhaps I am doing wrong. That is what frightens me unbearably. I am scared out of my wits about my own decision. Sir Betty Bear, you're scared of meeting the Lion King, aren't you? Yes, that's exactly it. I came here and became terrified of the Lion King. Milady, you are also a Knight of the Round Table. Do you not also have doubts within your body? Are you not like me, terrified of confronting King Arthur? That's the first, not the first, but one of the very, very, very few times throughout this entire singularity they call her King Arthur. Yes, to be honest, I'm also scared of facing the Lion King. Will I be able to fight? Will I be able to come to Senpai's aid? Will I mess up and ruin everything for everyone? But even more than that, I want to believe in that trust. I want to cherish that miracle. Milady, a miracle? Well, I died once. There was a terrible explosion and rubble came falling down and I lost all feeling in the lower half of my body. I knew I wouldn't last another 2 minutes. I could calculate it exactly. To be honest, it was terrifying. Yeah, I definitely don't remember this scene. I don't remember her explaining that moment so vividly. Like, dang. So the whole lower half of her body was crushed. I remember seeing that, but hearing her thoughts on like how she felt in that moment is very interesting. Because, yeah, that would be terrifying. Like, holy crap, you just suddenly can't feel anything in the lower half of your body. You know you're about to die. You know that the clock is ticking. Dang, man. What would be even going through your head in those moments? Because when I thought about what I could do with the little time I had left, I knew there was nothing. But I had someone who held my hand. Inside those flames, I had someone who helped me. Of course, it was impossible to save me. That person was clearly aware of that too. Unlike me, that person was someone who valued their own life. Afraid of dying, that person's knees were trembling. Yet that person thought of me. Because of me, that person would end up dying too. So that I wouldn't feel that way, that person smiled and held my hand. That person couldn't change the fact that I would die before their eyes. Then, until the final moment, that person believed that comforting me was the best thing to do. I still remember the warmth of their hand then, and this is what brought forth Galahad. I know now that the person heroic spirit Galahad approved of wasn't only me. He trusted that Senpai and I, He believed in the goodness of humans that could do such acts. I wasn't rescued, something was entrusted to me, that I should live for people like that. Dude, this is so... I love this. I love this. This scene is in the anime, but the dialogue is different. Man, maybe it's just been so long since I watched it then. But I love this right now. This is so wholesome, man. Her describing that moment. Fujiwara was really him, bro. Holy crap. This is why I fight. Even if I'm afraid, for that beautiful moment I witnessed, I fight. For thanks to that wonderful miracle, I am still alive. So that's what happened. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, my lady. What a terrible insult to say that you and I are the same. No, it's not an insult or anything. I too struggle to be like you, Betty Vere. I'm still scared of combat, and... No, that's not it. When I heard you were a demi-servant, I thought you were the same as me. That you and I were both a counterfeit. That we both felt scarcely allowed to breathe. But you were different. Even if your path to becoming a heroic spirit was irregular, your conduct as one is the real thing. A counterfeit? You? Well, no, it's just a metaphor, because my noble phantasm is an imitation, a fake. I am without a doubt Betty Vere, Knight of the Round Table, even if I sometimes wish I weren't. I committed a crime, an unforgivable crime at that. To atone for that, I came all this way. I've sacrificed many things for that. That is what happened this time as well. I left CloudyCrow in the desert. It was more important for me to head to the holy city than bother with your distressed circumstances. And I did the same thing at the gates of the holy city to meet the king. I hid my face with my robe and continued to look down. When the holy selection began and many people were being killed, I did not raise my face. I wasn't trembling from anger at the violence. All I was thinking of at the time was how to invade the holy city. It was then that I heard the sounds of battle. An unknown mage and a girl knight broke through the knight's enclosure to let the people escape. That was something I should have done. At least the old me would have done the same. Ah, what am I doing? After all this traveling, how pitiful have I become? Irritated by such thoughts, I blindly swung my sword. I need not remind you of what happened next. I joined you and the unknown mage CloudyCrow, figuring that would be the fastest way to my destination. I didn't cooperate with you for your sakes. I only used you for my own purposes. There's no way that I can call myself the same as you. Dang. I'm afraid of this journey ending. That is what I have been living. That is what I have been living for all this time. Yet now near the end, I am afraid of death. It has been a difficult journey. But because it has been difficult, what if the salvation does not measure up to when it is over? When I thought about that, I was so afraid I couldn't stand. I am terrified of a meaningless ending. Dang, that's deep. Terrified of a meaningless ending. It won't be meaningless. There's no way. Milady? I say so. My body says so. There's no way the ending of this journey you sought will be so meaningless, Sir Betty Vere. Because you must have been able to end it whenever you liked. But you didn't. No matter how difficult and terrifying it was, you came this far. You've come this far. And it's because it wasn't a journey for you, it was a journey for others. Even if you were scared, you weren't a coward. That's why I'm sure there will be a meaning to the end of this journey, a final salvation that measures up to the long path you've walked. Yes, I hope so. No, if you believe so. And I will do my best to make it so. I cannot lose to a younger knight after all. No, I just mean I got all fired up and... Sorry, pretending like I know better. I haven't even mastered my noble phantasm. Haha, that is true. Then here's a bit of advice from me as your senior. Mash, your noble phantasm's true nature is to protect people, but are you not mistaking it as one that blocks attacks? Focus your mind on the people you should be protecting rather than repelling the enemy's attacks. That is your shield's, no, a Knight of the Round Table's true nature. That is the path, not to the fake Camelot built on that Holy Land. but the path to the real pure white castle that will never crumble. The path to the white castle. Yes, you already possess the qualifications. Your kind heart that saved me just now is proof above all. Interesting, interesting. I like that. That, I feel like, is the classic moment in the Singularity where, like, you have some deep conversations, you know, you have some wholesome moments. These are the moments that, like, really stick with you. As you move on throughout the story, you look back on these moments. Just like the speech with Amadeus. Okay, so Replica, part 1 of 5. There's 2 nodes here. Let's jump into it. So I think here we're going to be fighting knights. Now the problem is that there's lancers. So Arash isn't going to do a whole lot to them. What's Hans at? Almost at 1 full. Alright. My man Betty with the hits. Hint. Oh, for her noble phantasm, yeah. The gauntlet of section 17. The hand holding that changed everything and saved the world. Exactly. Monitors are in order. Your time is 7 on the dot. Not a single cloud in the sky. The holy city is right before us. There are hordes of soldiers around the main gates. It looks like they've noticed our advance. The allied forces and the holy city knights. You could cut the air with a knife. If either army takes even 1 step forward, it could trigger a war. He sounds like an announcer. CloudyCrow, are you ready? Like, this is the kind of commentary we got during the Karakuri Castle. It's scary, but we have to do this. Man, I'm not scared. Rest assured, you have me and Mash by your side. Besides, Sir Bedivere is here too. We'll head towards the main gates with the infantry. Sir Lancelot will head the army of knights. And me, along with Sanzan. A single knight out of this formation could spark the beginning of a war. Sanzang and Tota, you're going to ride doubles? I know, right? I know a thing or two about horses. But Tota just threw me on the back of a horse after seeing me ride one. What you were doing isn't anything like horse riding. You must have only ridden the tamest of the tame. Showing up on the battlefield looking the way you did would be a bother to us all. It would be more terrifying to the enemies if you could just wave your staff around and mutter some scary sounds chanting. Some scary sounding chants in the back. As soon as I can reach the castle walls, I will thin out the archers. I could imagine her doing that 100%. Just like sitting in the back, swinging her wand, just speaking gibberish. That's right. Damn Agravain. And now I understand. He's placed archers along the walls. All along the walls. Even if we tripled the force of our last attack, it would do no good. Is he trying to end it before we reach the walls? King Ozymandias' army of divine beasts will arrive soon. They will cause a diversion on the west side of the holy city, and we will use that opportunity to strike. My army of knights will also advance before you, but we are not a good distraction. We will suffer heavy casualties from the archers. I suspect only 60% of our army will make it to their gates. Even so, we have no other way to attack than knocking on their front doors. Sir Bedivere, I leave CloudyCrow in your hands. Likewise, Sir Lancelot, I do not mean to doubt King Hassan, but we cannot wait any longer. Worst case, you may have to fight Sir Gawain. I shall wait till nightfall, is what I would like to say, but I must finish what I started. Unfortunately, I cannot simply sit on the sidelines and hope this battle ends on its own. Leave it to me. Tota, Lancelot, and I will gang up on him. 3-1. And I'm counting on you. Women from the Far East certainly are brave and charming. Sir Lancelot, have you gone mad? We're about to dive into battle, like, now. Pardon me. Pardon me. Now, if you will prepare the banner, we are now going to invade the holy city. For all those that live in these lands, we shall terminate the Lion King. To arms, everyone. We must return the Holy Land to its rightful glory. What on earth is going on? A sandstorm in the holy city? That's never happened before. Look, there's a storm falling from the northern sky, as though it were swallowing the holy city. Senpai, am I seeing things? I thought I just saw a large skull in the sandstorm. Aw, Gramps is here. Yeah, I saw the skull too, but that's not what we have to worry about right now. I'm not detecting an ounce of magic from the storm. This is a natural phenomenon. A very directional one. I can only call this divine intervention. The bell! The bell tolls! Ah, this bell! Sir Lancelot, this is the power of the great founder. My promise has been fulfilled. We advance. The arrows can't hit us in this storm. Throw away your arrows, men. They are useless. This is a battle of speed. Stay away from Gawain. Avoid him at all costs and make your way to the castle walls. Let us go forth. Advance! This is sick. I'm loving this. Alright, let's go, Mash! Yes, I'm going to do my best. Ooh, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Dude just created a natural happening stuff. Exactly. That's the crazy thing. The fact that there's no magical traces in the storm. So he just naturally created one. Alright, so we got some goons and grunts here. So this definitely isn't gonna do enough. And we got, is this not the exact same like card distribution we got last match? I remember us having one Melusine. I'm pretty sure it was a quick Melusine as well. 3 Castorias and an Arash. Different colors, but I think it's the same like character spread here. Maybe he could. I don't want to waste it on him though. Let's see. I think this is just going to be 2 waves of like level 70-ish HP knights. I guess let's see how much this does. Arash was a buster, but yeah. Okay, we got rid of 2 of them. Dang, we are so close. Okay, at least she has her NP now. And dang, we get our busters here, huh? Well, whatever, let's just kill him. We should try to get some NP though. Try to get at least a little if we can. Okay. Now, second wave. I mean, this is probably already going to be enough. Alright. And then I think, since there were 2 nodes in this section, I think the next one is either going to be more of the same, or it's going to have more to it. Okay.
嬉しいものですね。皆さんのおかげです。
Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, here we go. Hurry with the message. Tell the soldiers on the wall to only aim for enemies directly below us. I know even that's difficult in a storm. Oh, I just realized, wait, this storm is actually so good for us. Because Lancelot was talking about how the archers would probably take out like 40% of his army. So now that we have this storm, their survival rates just went up like crazy. I know even that's difficult in a storm like this, but that's better than accidentally shooting one of our own. Sir Gawain, the 3rd unit at the right flank is requesting backup. A strange cavalryman is running amok. The report says they're being hit with waves of white grains. Waves of white grains. They cannot move from their current location. Grain? What a waste to use for attacks. It's probably an enemy servant. Do not engage. Sir Mordred's unit is on the way. Hold your ranks until they arrive. Sir Gawain, a message from the 1st unit at the left flank. They are at risk of being completely overrun. The 1st unit, are you implying our finest knights are being pushed back by mere villagers? Who's leading the assault? The foreign master and their servants? I am not sure how to interpret the report, but it seems it was cavalry led by a knight in purple armor. Sir Lancelot is leading the assault. I see, that is unfortunate, truly. Sir Gawain? Tell everyone at the left flank to retreat and regroup with the 4th unit. After that, you are to rally with the troops at the right flank. Wait, did he just call for the guys getting pelted with rice? Did he just call for them to retreat? Oh man. That's funny. I will use my sword. I will incinerate all enemies, along with all traitors. Ah, finally, the Galatine. Listen, Knights of the Holy City. Sir Gawain is marching out. This is the end for our enemy. There's no need for us to... Dang, shut up. He's here. Holy aura. Look at this man. Thou shalt not leave. The sandstorm has shrouded thy followers and severed thy escape. I assume you are the one behind the sandstorm. A great party trick, but foolish nonetheless. You have some nerve to appear before me. While the sun shines, I am invincible. My sword is second only to the Lion King's himself. It matters not who you are. You are no match for me. Gah, impossible! You parry my strike with your coat? Who are you? I am Hassani Saba. I come from the Valley of Death to bring the living with me. Look upon the heavens, foolish knight. Does the sun shine above thine head? Oh, I see. So, is it maybe the storm is like blocking the sun from him? Is that what's going on here? I mean, it makes sense. But that just shows you how intense and crazy the storm must be. If it's completely blocking off Gawain's power. Okay, so this maybe isn't Mordred then. If we're fighting a berserker here. I guess if it ain't broke. Oh dang, this was supposed to be my farming team. I just completely screwed it up. Whoops. So let's see. Foreigner is the one that resists Berserker. We have foreigners we could use, but I feel like this is going to be a single target enemy. So I don't think we need a Rosh here. I feel like this is going to be single target. Then maybe instead of Arash, we can bring... We could bring either her or Oberon. Oberon has more team-wide buffs. Or has a team-wide buff. And I think hers are just for a single target. Let's go with Oberon. Yes. That means we don't need this right now. What's Hans at? 1. Let's go. If their son, Gramps would be forced to use his sword, but would still cook Gawain's ass. Oh, so dang. Okay, I see what you're saying. So right now he doesn't even need to bring out his sword to face off against Gawain. And then if Gawain had the boost from the sun, then the most he'd have to do is just use his sword. But dang, man. He's really built different. Climb, the sandstorm won't last forever. Let's get a ladder and go up on that wall now. Remain calm, it's not possible for them to reach the top of the wall. We'll pick them off one by one. I've always felt like in like Knights movies and stuff, I've always felt like whenever they have the scenes where they put the ladders up and climb up the walls, I feel like it's always such a dumb decision, because what's stopping them from just pushing the ladder down? And then everybody climbing up just falls to their death. Like, I don't know, it feels like such an inefficient way, but I guess back then they didn't have many other options. They had to try to climb the walls. We must not open the gate without the Lion King's orders. Peasants like them are not worthy to look upon the holy city. We are still at a disadvantage. Our ladders get destroyed the instant they mount on the wall. The Sphinxes are attacking the main gate, but there's not even a scratch. What should we do? Camelot Castle will only grant access to those with righteous hearts. Malicious attacks alone will not bring down the gate. No, we've all made it this far, but arrows from above the wall and the enforcement knights are taking us out one by one. Lord Asan is facing off with Sir Gawain. This is probably our once-in-a-lifetime chance. We've got no choice, Sir Bedivere. Can you do something about the gate with your Ergletam? The Ergetlam? I am too embarrassed to say. This is the most terrible shame of my life. My Ergetlam has no effect on Camelot. I cannot raise a sword against it no matter what. You cannot attack Camelot with the Ergetlam. Why do they keep saying this name? It's such a weird name, and they're just saying it constantly. Ergetlam, Ergetlam, Ergetlam. Servant located, identified as the master from Chaldea. This is a matter of the highest priority. You will be enforced per Agravain's orders. Enforcement Knights. This unit is under Sir Agravain's direct control. Okay, that explains why they're berserkers. Because I think Agravain's units were berserkers specifically. We will intercept CloudyCrow. Right now, we must protect ourselves. Okay. Berserker Knights. And I guess it is going to be multiple units. Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers did something about that. Uruk Berserkers already being at the top when the ladders were being put up. It happened IRL pretty commonly as well. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could just use that right away. Dang! Bro, we keep getting terrible luck with Melusine. The first round is always terrible luck with her, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Because, her NP should kill anyways. I guess we could build up something in the meantime.
キャビンで待っていてマスター頭の冷やそっか見えたフェアリーコントロールすぐに帰るよ Good hunting fairy 君たち
Good hunting fairy.
水の乙女
Alright.
冗談を荒いと
So that's through the first wave. Now we got one more of those. Okay.
白兵戦行きます
さてここからだありがとう頑張るよ
Okay. Just in case. I mean, it should definitely kill, but just in case. Add a little bit of spice. Just a little bit of spice there.
してみようそれね
Okay.
お願い見えたフェアリーコントロールすぐに帰るよ Good hunting fairy 君たち
Here we go. Ooh, so now I think going forward, I think someone said earlier that we're getting to the gauntlet. I think this is where the gauntlet begins. This is where we're going to be fighting back to back Knights of the Round Table. Also, holy crap. Look at how close we are. Dang, man. Even Oberon's got quite a bit of bond built up. There's just no end to them, and they don't seem to care if they survive or not. It hurts, it hurts. Help me, I don't want to die, spare me. Raise the next ladder, don't give up, hurry. Do you know how many we've lost so far? We can't run now. Kill them, defend the scaffolding, and don't go to the front gate. You'll just die for nothing. Ah, it burns, it burns. They're using molten lead. Molten lead? Who the heck has that? Molten lead? I don't remember that. Don't run away, there's nowhere to run. You'll either die here or die in the wasteland. Yup, it's the only option, huh? Tota, run the other way. Head past the front gate and for that wall over there. There's enemies everywhere, though. No, I guess that just means there's more for me to fight. Hiya! Out of the way! Tawada Tota coming through! Dang, okay. Hold on, the production. Okay, just like that. Keep going and don't stop. Do you have a plan? Or are we going to meet up with CloudyCrow? That's a good idea, but no. That would dull my resolve. What? Hey, what are you going to do? Wait, what are you doing behind my back? I'm getting my final Buddha palm ready. We just need to get rid of that front gate, right? At this rate, everyone's going to suffer and die. As a follower of the Buddha, I can't have that. Your spiritual journey continues into the next life, so I don't want these lives to end in suffering. Well, sure, but can you destroy it, Sanzong? And what is the final Buddha palm? Well, it's a Buddhist secret. Tota, you should learn it from the Bodhisattva Hachiman. Well, soon you'll be getting mad at me and telling me to stop. It kills me, you see? Wait, you idiot! Damn it, my horse won't stop. You tricked me when you told me to go past the front gate. Hee hee hee, by the time you notice my trick, it's too late. I've got a lock on the front gate. Gate, Padagate, Padasam gate, Bodhisva. You know, I just remembered. I owe CloudyCrow a favor. She may not remember it, but I have memories of a very fun journey. So I need to pay them back. You know, because I'm a high priest girl. Sanzong! Here she goes. Final Buddha palm. Okay, Rapid Sutra Chanting activate. I'll show the true power of the girl who came back from Tianzu. If only the good may pass, then my fist of compassion will make its way through. The fist of the Buddha shall shatter mountains, get blown to pieces, and repent! Did she do it? Okay, hold on, the wall is smoking. The front gate was blown away. It's a miracle from the heaven. Everyone run! If you can, carry the wounded. But what happened? Was it some kind of hand-shaped cannon? A hand-shaped cannon. Senpai, look, there's a huge hole in the front gate. That's Sanzong's noble phantasm. Sanzong did it. Way to go, Sanzong. She really destroyed the gate of Camelot. Lady Sanzong was a peerless high priest, wasn't she? That's right, she used it not to defend, but to save. It was something only she could achieve. Everyone is heading inside the city. Let's follow them, Master. Sanzong debuted in an event which she referenced there. Did they have to do with Tianzu? Okay, Sanzong, we made it to the West Wall. What's next? Got any other ridiculous ideas? Oh no, I don't like the sound of this music. What's next? Oh yeah, next. What's next? I'm sorry, I need a second. My head's all fuzzy. I can't think. I see, then rest a while. The disciple shall work in place of his mentor. Toto, you really are a hard worker. I wish you'd be a little less annoying, though. But yeah, next, huh? I guess I already went to Tianzu. So maybe next time, I'd like to go to an observatory on top of a snowy mountain somewhere. And then maybe I could take some new disciples, gather some scriptures again. When I was alive, all I ever did was spiritual training. I didn't get to do that stuff. The Buddha wouldn't punish me for having a dream like that, would he? Dang, Sanzong, no! Of course not. You just showed how compassionate the Buddha is, didn't you? Well done, Sanzong. As your disciple, I am very proud. I'm going to give the people of the holy city some delicious rice. You go on ahead to paradise and relax. So I guess the fight with Mordred just never happened then. The one that was shown in the anime between Sanzong and Mordred just never happened in the actual FGO. '07 indeed. She was a real one. She was one of my favorite characters for sure. Now, this place. I think this was the place I needed to unlock for farming. Okay. What the heck could this be? A ruler? A berserker? And a saber? Who the heck? Who would the ruler be? I don't know. This is gonna be tricky for sure. I guess for a guess I'll bring him, and since I think the battles are gonna get real from here, I think I might have to switch out Hans. Let's see. So definitely want a berserker here. I feel like she could be good. I feel like, just like Moriarty, I feel like I can kind of just plug her in anywhere. So I think she'll be good for AoE. But Let's see, what beats Ruler? An Avenger? We only have one Avenger, right? Well, we have two, but I think the only one we have is Chloe. That's actually like has some investment, but the only problem is we don't have her max ascended. Hold on. So they're still weak to Berserker. I think we're okay with this. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're okay with this core we have here. Maybe we could get a backup DPS just in case. And we could bring her. Let's take off this filter. Oh, we gotta get rid of more. Our team's too powerful, huh? Our team is just a tad bit too powerful. Let's see, so all of these 5-star ones give 12. Shoot, I guess we just have to swap someone or move someone. Dang, this is why. Why do I need a support? Or you know what? You know what? I'll just stick to what I said I'd do before. Oh crap. Do I really have to? Okay. So, I'll just pick a support Castoria since I already have one. And then instead, I'll put like Mash here. That should work. Am I blind? Mash is silver. There she is. Oh, she's gold now. Oh yeah, because I upgraded her. Okay, now we can give this to her. Okay, more than enough room. Part of me kind of wants to switch this now. Shoot. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. All right. So we're fighting a mystery here. Who the heck could it be? And who's the ruler here? Is it Agravain? Lord Agravain, the front gate's been destroyed. We must tell the Lion King. It's only a matter of time before they make it to the castle town. Tell the king to use his light of judgment. There's no need. Even if the front gate is fallen, we still have the Knights of the Round Table. Tristan is stationed in the castle town. Mordred's forces are outside. Their momentum is temporary. That sandstorm will soon disappear. Continue the fight until it does. No, Sir Mordred's unit has been routed. It no longer exists. That is a surprise. The greatest surprise since I have come to the Holy Land. What happened? Yes, well, Sir Mordred's raiders were defeated by another similar unit. Sir Lancelot has betrayed us. The Knight of the Lake no longer stands with the Holy City. This is the Holy City, Camelot, created by the Sacred Lance. At last, I've made it. There's no time to feel sentimental. A massive number of magical energy responses is approaching. Until now, it's been a mix of soldiers and enforcement knights, but these guys aren't even human anymore. They're a type of divine construct created by the Sacred Lance's magical energy and more powerful than anything we faced before. So these are the new enemies? Nobody's here. There's no sign that they're hiding in the buildings. The people of the Holy City are gone. Only the soldiers are here. Maybe the Holy Selection is over and the people have been absorbed by the Sacred Lance. I'm not sure about that. If that was the case, the vicinity around the Holy City would be at the edge of the world already. There's a good chance they've been evacuated since the battle started. To the Lion King, the citizens are irreplaceable people. Or irreplaceable parts, right. That's right, you're right, but I'm sorry, that was wrong of me to say. Anyway, for now, let's fight. They're coming. They are the enforcement knights directly assigned to the Holy City. There's no need to hold back. So they're the same knights. I guess they're probably just tankier and different classes. They're clones of the Lion King. Consider this a warm-up. What? What a weird battle we're about to get here. Let's see. Are these really just juiced up knights? Oh, I mean, they have the same HP as the guys before. Okay. And it's 2 waves again. I feel like we're getting a lot of that. I guess. Peak is taking form. Saber faces. Oh man, I wonder. She said they're replicas of the Lion King. I wonder if we're actually gonna see like little mini Lancer Artorias here. Alright. Took that 500 damage. Nope, it's just more knights, but this one's a ruler. Okay. I guess we could equip this now. Get some stars. Okay. Oh shoot. I mean, this should kill. But if it, I mean, if somehow, some way it doesn't kill, then we won't be able to loot. Okay, yeah. Alright. So I was worried for nothing. I saw those different classes and I was like, what the heck am I about to fight here? I guess it was just more lame knights. I leave, I come back, Jalter is now in the front lines. Yep. She's in the front lines. Arash had to take a seat in the back this time. Okay. More knights, dude? What is this? This is so boring, bro. I want to fight some bosses. But, I mean, there are Lancers, so maybe this is where we actually get to Lancer Artoria here. Let's see. Can only tell. Why isn't he using Oberon's third skill? Hold on. I'm pretty sure the third skill I don't remember exactly everything it does, but I'm pretty sure what it does is it gives you a huge buster damage boost, and then it, like, has a chance to put you asleep afterwards. It might give you something else, but the reason I haven't used it is, one, because Melusine doesn't have a buster NP, and two, because she didn't use any buster cards there. It was arts, quick arts, so using that, I mean, maybe, you know, there's another buff in there as well that I forgot about, but I mean, on top of that, it's not like I need it. We one-shot them in both waves, so using a skill 3 would be overkill anyways. And I'd have to just waste time going through the sleep animation. We've eliminated the Enforcement Knights. The path's clear, Master. Looks like you guys are the first. The Allied forces soldiers are coming inside the city, but there's a lot of them. They'll run into the Enforcement Knights eventually. Their forces are taking control of the area around the main gate and heading towards the center of the city, the castle. They're about an hour or so behind you, I think. Let's get to the castle while they're distracting the city soldiers. Right, let's head to the city before the other Knights of the Round Table catch up, Senpai. There she is. It's very noisy out there, Agravain. Did you allow invaders into the Holy City? So it seems. I failed to realize they had enough to stop Sir Gawain. The main gate is fallen and the enemy is inside the city, so please, my liege. There is no need to waste any more time. The holy selection is finished. All that remains is your decision. Bring the tower at the ends of the world here. Create the millennial kingdom you once failed to create in Britain. Create the ideal country which threatens no one and which no one may invade. I will simply watch the results. Very well, if Agravain of Iron wishes... That's a cool name, Agravain of Iron. Wishes for such a thing, I shall grant it. The waves from the ends of the world have reached my throne. The round table will close, and this area will become a stairway. Camelot will be visited by a time of stormy waves, the time for all to be ruled by my hand in the name of the King of Storms. Okay. It's transforming. Dang, was that... Oh, dang, I wish I could go back and look at her sprite there. That was pretty cool. It looked like her arm had like this weird like swirling energy around it. Or maybe it was her lance, but I don't know. We'll see it next time. I can see it. Up ahead is the king's area. At the top of the castle is the Lion King. Wait, the magical energy gauge is maxed out. Stop everyone. This response matches the level of a space-time fracture. Something huge is about to appear there. There it is. Cool. See? Like, why couldn't we get something like this, bro? You can give this cool, amazing background to show the, like, I don't know, the king's castle, like, taking off and turning into the tower. But you couldn't show anything cool for Arash's NP? What is this? Doctor, it's a wall. Something that looks like a wall of light is surrounding the castle. This light is the same as the sacred sword. It's the exterior of the sacred lance, Rongo Miniad. So the Lion King was ready a long time ago. Romani, what's the amount of heat energy around the city looking like? It's rising rapidly, and I'm detecting a gravitational collapse from all corners of that area. The world has started to close, the far end of the world that Sanzang saw. That empty space, it's headed right for the holy city. It's begun. The tower at the ends of the world is going to be made so soon. Enemy response approaching. Everyone be ready. The enemy's getting close. Okay, the situation has started to heat up. No time to think, huh? Alright, right back to battle. Small indie company. Difference in priorities? Yeah. It was her lance? Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't know. It was weird because it looked like it was pointing straight down. So it looked kind of like it was an extension of her arm. I'd have to look at it again, though. Okay. Alright. What the heck? We went from freaking level 70s across the board 2 waves of, not level 70s, 2 waves of 70k HP enemies to these losers here. Okay. Would we need our NP here? I don't think we would. This might be dumb. No. Yeah, I think we can make this work. Shoot! This is a risk. Probably a pointless risk. I should maybe just use her NP right here, but I think... Oh, dang it. No, it's... I don't think it's going to work the way I want it to. Because I don't know if she can do 23k. I think she might be able to, though. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. If we screw it up, we screw it up, but... Okay, she crit. She might have even gotten it without a crit. Okay. So we played that well, and now we can just use our NP here. We do have some crits, but I don't know. I don't think we could. I don't think we could pull off the same thing we did last turn. Do we? We do still have this. I think we just go for it. I think we just go for it. And then we'll see what we have in the last wave. I'm pretty sure we can still loop with this. Is that like a rare voice line? When they scream Kragon, is there like a chance they'll say it and a chance they won't? Okay, perfect! See? Now this is why I bring Jalter. This is why I bring Jalter, bro. This is exactly why I bring her. I guess I could give this to her just in case. This is exactly why I bring Jalter. See? You guys were questioning it in the beginning. This is why. We take out the AoE first wave, take out the AoE second wave, and then we have a powerful single target for the last wave. And we could just go crazy here. Give her everything, and then she'll just burst them down. And she's got triple busters? She came to make a statement today. Yeah, for every 30 fights, one where Jalter's like that is just not worth. That's so capped, dude. That is so capped. Especially when it comes to farming levels. There's always like one super big boss on the last wave, or there's one boss with a ton of HP, and then like some grunts on the side in the last wave. I think it's great to have a single target. Spirit Root, we need more of those. Can we just call Jalter Jerker? Jerker? I don't know. We could, I guess. I haven't thought of that nickname. We could, though. Jerker. Jalter won't kill, calling it now. Really, Arnaldo? Really? You think so? Jalter won't kill, huh? You really underestimated my Jalter. Jalter probably won't kill, but it'll be close enough. Aw, man. Everybody's doubting. Everybody's doubting. Trust me, if I know anyone's capabilities, it's Jalter. I've probably used her the most out of all the units in my rotation right now. I mean, besides the supports. When it comes to DPSs, I think I've definitely used her the most. Okay, replica 3 out of 5. Okay, now we're getting to it. Boss battle time. Let's see. So they're a saber. We could still... Well, I think this is... Ah, shoot. I think we can still do it. Let me see. Do I have a single target archer that I want to bring? Oh, is it time? Is it time? Is it time to unleash the beast? I think we do it. And then we can swap this around. Oh, wait. Well, I could just swap him for her. Colion of Light. Now the question is, do I want to run her and Oberon? I think so. Then we could have her as a backup, and we have Mash here. I think I want to change this though. Maybe I'll give this to her, and then I'll probably just give her Kaleidoscope or something. Just in case. What do you think Mordred's chaotic? I feel like Mordred would be chaotic. I feel like she'd be chaotic for sure. She doesn't have any special attacks, but she does have NP5. Maybe I could swap it like this. No. I think both of these guys have really good buster support, so we should start with them. And then we'll use her as a backup. Just in case. Well, hold on. Because she does have the, where is it? Special attack chaotic. And then special attack divine. I don't think she's divine. I mean, we might not even be fighting Mordred. If we're being honest, we might not even be fighting Mordred. The special attack chaotic could be really good though, bro. I think we just bring her. Maybe do this. And then, as much as I love Oberon, I think we bring Castoria. And I think we start with Castoria here. So that both of them could get Castoria's attack buff. And then we swap her out for her to beef him up. So he can just start throwing hands. I think that's what I want to do. Where is she? Right here. And you know what? Dang. Can I get some NP for her? Or am I gonna cross the cap? Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, this should be fine. And then swap these. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this here. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see. Replica, 3 out of 5. Watch it just be Saber Knights. And I did all that planning for nothing. This is bad. The Allied force is being pinned at the front gate. The Holy City Guards are using this chance to make their move. They'll be wiped out. We need to do something to get rid of the wall somehow. It appeared out of nowhere. There has to be a way to make it disappear too. Everyone, hurry and look around you. Do you see a way in? Or maybe a generator? Ha, there's no such thing. Mordred! Let's go! Okay, we guessed right. Don't call me like you know me, coward. Just like I said I would. I hit you with a fair and square surprise attack. Mordred, I thought you were fighting on the outside. I thought you were fighting outside the Holy City. Huh? Gawain can deal with that trash himself. I came to take you out. That was our promise, right? That's true, but I don't... You're throwing me off my game, Shieldy. More importantly, where are they? They? Who? You know, the archer that was with you, is he at the rear sniping again? Hey, show yourself. Arash Kamengir is gone. He defeated the Light of Judgment and saved the village. I see, so he died before I could beat him, huh? Damn it, he won and ran away. That's the worst feeling, dude. You ever play like a fighting game or like any one-on-one competitive games and somebody just beats you once and leaves instead of running the rematch? That's the worst feeling. Especially if it was a close match. I don't think that's called running away. Sure it is. He stopped Father's Sacred Lance. I was never able to do that, even until my death. I couldn't believe some minor no-name took that lance out first. Whatever, just one less thing to look forward to. You're all gonna burn from Father's lance anyways. Now get ready, wimps. I'll at least give you the honor of dying by my hand. No, if you want to die, do it on your own, Mordred. We have no time to waste on your desire for destruction. What? What did you say? Are you picking a fight with me, you coward? I am indeed. It is a disgrace that you call yourself King Arthur's heir. No matter how cruel you were, you once did your duties as a general. But now there's not a trace of that. You fight alone, without taking command of your men. And you look at this situation and think nothing of it? The king is trying to burn the world and his own men. Is that what this is about? Are you stupid or something? My father's killing his own men? Of course he would. Listen, an army is the last thing the Lion King needs. The Lion King's idea is a city with no war. In that case, why would he need an army? Why would you need an army? We're going to protect the Holy City and die here. We'll be the foundation of humanity created by the Lion King. That's what the Lion King's Round Table is about. It was the honor of a knight, which you were given and we weren't. You were a knight at King Arthur's side to the last. How would you know about our feelings? Mordred, you... Shut up. You just came out of nowhere after all that happened. You're really pissing me off, Betty Bear. Sir Mordred is engaging. The gift of the Knight of the Round Table is still active. Let's fight with all we have, Master. Okay, so I think... Let's see. Yeah, it's story. Almost none of the bosses pre-breaking bars are hard. No need for a min-max comp. Yeah, I'm just trying to... I mean, the thing is, right? The enemies here are clearly a step up from the singularities we've done before. So I'm just trying not to underestimate these enemies coming into it. You know? Dang. Did they really start us off with a full combo? Now, if I remember correctly, I think her goblet lets her... Is it fully charge every turn? Or does she just get double charge every turn? No, fully charge every turn. Gains NP seal resistance and set charge to maximum each turn. Okay, so if my math is correct, since we have these cards here there's a very high chance that in the next turn or the turn after, we're gonna get a lot of busters. Because I think he has 3 busters, 1 quick, 1 arts. We have the quick and the arts here. So after this, all that'll be left are 2 busters. I'm thinking we obviously pop this. Well, I mean, we might be able to stack their NPs. Oh, but theirs don't stack, right? With anti-enforcement, they don't stack with each other. So maybe I'll just use hers. Yeah, maybe I'll use hers instead of Castoria's. And we can stun her. Most broken skill in the game. That's a free turn to just deal damage. Now this gives attack and C stars. I'm trying to think if I want to NP this turn. I think I might as well. And then what does he get with overcharge? Critical strength increases with overcharge. And her special attacks increase with overcharge. Dang! So do I go for more critical strength? Or do I go for more NP damage here? And then does his NP, it gives C stars each turn. Shoot. A part of me wants to go like, so right now I'm thinking wait, can I target this? Please tell me I can. Oh yes. Wait. Oh my god. So I can target with this. I thought it was only for herself. We can target with this. And now this one, at least where I have it leveled now, it's really weak, but I think it's just enough for him. So if I use this, he'll get the NP charge by 2 levels. I think it's only like 13% where it is right now. So we could go him first into her, since he already has 2 charge levels. Him first into her, and then we could use a buster. I think I want to save this because it's only 1 turn. So I'll save that. Gain C stars. I think I'll use it here. Shoot. Yeah, I think I'll use it here. And then use this. Okay. Let's pop this just in case, I guess. Oh, snap. And then we could also... Bro. Do we dare? I think we go for it, dude. Crap. Okay. Let's do it. Because then we can give this to him. And I think we hold this. Yeah, we don't need this right now. And plus we can get the C stars next turn. And then we also have this next turn. Well, dang, at this point, I might as well use this. I don't see why not. Or should I save it for the double busters? Let's go for it. Okay. We're locked in. Okay. Or maybe I could have looped there with her, but let's see how much damage this does. Alright, he's juiced up. He's ready to go.
現実にその光がないとしても諦め
Let's see how much this does. Because she's gotta be chaotic, right? She's gotta be. Okay, that did quite a bit. Yeah, that did a lot. Oh my good god! He almost could have soloed her. Jesus, what an animal. I told you I had to unleash the beast. Oberon, he doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, but when he does, that man delivers. Dang, Mordred got clapped there. It'll take more than that. I'm not going to disappear. The only one who can end me is King Arthur. Sir Mordred is still standing, but... Enough, Mordred. I'm sorry for tainting your dream. What did you say? But it will stay a dream. You are the Knight of Treachery. The day you want to serve King Arthur from the bottom of your heart will never come. The same is true for me. The reason I was at the king's side at the end was because I was weak. I was not able to save him on the battlefield. And the reason you couldn't deliver the king's death was because you were weak. We were both incompetent as knights. We were never worthy to be by the king's side. However, despite being hated by the king, you still possess this innocent dream. The dream of serving the king. In that sense, you have surpassed me. You live a much purer life than a sinner like me. Forgive me for insulting it. My sword shall inherit your atonement. Dang. What the hell are you talking about? Man, this is lame. I lost to a coward in a fight, and lost to their trash talk. This really is the end for me. If the Knight of Treachery loses to a traitor, what's the point of me staying? No, Mordred, come back! You can come to Chaldea with us! Dang it, man. Mordred's spirit origin is gone. Only 3 enemy Knights of the Round Table remain. So, Mordred also had a reason for serving the Lion King, huh? No, now's not the time to get depressed. Hurry and search the surrounding area. We need to destroy that wall ASAP, or everything will be over. No, the wall is a creation of the Lion King from within the castle. There's no way to stop it from outside. I can tell you this, we can't destroy that wall. We are completely out of options. Okay. Pharaoh, your prophecy has come true. The tower at the ends of the world has appeared at the Holy City. Ha ha ha, I knew it! The Lion King must have gotten rather desperate. Well, CloudyCrow joined the battle. To be honest, I expected nothing less. I would be disappointed if they hadn't pushed him, at least this far. I mean, they are heroes who made me truly laugh. Fwahahaha! Then, I must give them a reward worthy of their exploits. Open the eye of the Great Temple. Activate the Great Light Bulb, Dendera. Reroute all magical energy from anti-enforcement defense to the light bulb. I will use all the energy stored in this temple to unleash my ultra long-range divine punishment upon the holy city. Yes, my pharaoh, releasing Pyramid's composite armor. Begin magical energy compression acceleration rituals. Stabilize outputs from Abu El Hol class to Mesektet class. Powering up. You forgot about me, didn't you, Lion King? It's true that I didn't use the ultra long-range divine punishment out of wariness of your light of judgment. However, that is no longer possible for you. You cannot unleash the light of judgment when that tower is up. And that is why I strike now. My divine lightning shall shatter your lands. No, if the light of judgment does come, I'll block it. Rest assured and focus on controlling the lightning ball, my pharaoh. That is my intention from the beginning. You just stand there and witness my glory. All judgment is to be passed down by the hands of pharaohs, for a mere king who is not even a god. No, I am sure you are a goddess by now. However, I am the pharaoh, and that is why I shall show you what it means to be a true god king. Great light of Amun-Ra, open your eyes. Behold, Miriamun! Look at, see, now this is what I'm talking about, man. This is the quality I've been looking for. The divine punishment has landed, but it didn't work. There's a wall of magical energy surrounding the city. The lightning has not reached the tower. I can tell by feeling the impact. How impudent. So, you had a trick up your sleeve too, Lion King. Then I'll hit you twice. No, 10 times. I'll turn half my spirit origin into magical energy and use it to accelerate the great temple. The walls of the holy city are like paper to me. Fwahaha, I pity you. Tower at the ends of the world. Dang. Okay, I remember this from the anime. The magical energy walls around the city are gone. My king, just one more hit, and... Oh no, he's fading! Do not look back, Nitocris. I will not allow you to worry about me. My apologies, Pharaoh. Movement from the holy city. The tower is aiming at us. It's the light of judgment. Ugh. Give me a moment. I'll take care of this. Grah! Nitocris, no! Nitocris, you're using the mirror of the underworld to stop the light from coming down from above, right? I still have strength left. Pharaoh Nitocris, do you require my aid? Ah! I think that's a yes. No, there was no need to ask. You'll burn yourself to ash before you ask for help. That's the kind of woman you are. Very well. Lion King, you have won this duel of noble phantasms, but the greater battle is a tie. When you aimed for me, you left yourself open. My noble phantasm is still intact. If the greater divine punishment isn't enough for you, then I shall give you my grave. Even your sacred lance is like an ancient rickety ship before this huge mass. O monument of the sun, O great stone, O pyramid which rules the universe. The sun descends here in our unlimited brilliance. Fall Ramessium Tentiris. This is his noble phantasm, right? His in-game one. Oh, that is the glorious light of the pharaohs. Ramessium Tentiris. You've destroyed the tower at the ends of the world, my king, and so I too shall. I shall protect the home of the king, even if I must offer my soul to the god of the underworld. My mirror is the darkness that drives away all light. There is no need. Pharaoh? You've done enough. There is no need for more. And I don't want you being taken to the underworld. I don't really like that place. But this is why my mirror... Idiot, it's already broken. I'm taking a rest now. You rest too, Pharaoh Nitocris. Don't push yourself too hard. You're a little too kind to rule the darkness. No, that's not true. I'm still an inexperienced pharaoh. I love these two, man. What the heck? What a badass power couple. Holy crap, that was sick. Was she planning in going altar? Ooh, maybe. Nitocris altar? Maybe. First proper CG in the game? I know, it looks so good too. We need more of that. Okay, Archer. Gotta be Tristan. Gotta be Tristan. So... I'm an idiot, and I still don't have a single target Lancer. I have, Cucullin, but I can't fully ascend him. I need more materials. So, we can't do that. Let's see. Shoot. Even if I would have leveled the other girl, I forget her name. I think it's like Kin something or Chin something. I should have leveled her. Dang it. Okay. Let's grab... I guess for now we'll grab Castoria, but we might end up changing it. So we can keep her single target. We could keep him, but let's see. We could use Finn McCool. Could bring him off the shelf. But he's AoE. Decreases attack. Applies immunity to mental debuffs. I'd like to use him, and I'm sure we could do some damage, but I really want a single target. It just makes everything so much easier. We could bring her, but the problem is she's not max ascension, so she's not at her like full potential, and all of these are low levels still. Let me see if I can level any of them actually. Let's see. Cucullin, Finn, great. He's a good option. Yeah, I'm sure he will perform well, but I don't know. I'd just rather use a single target instead of hoping I get decent normal cards and do okay damage. Where is she? Am I blind? Why don't I see her? Maybe it's because it's just been so long since I used her. Oh, it's because it shows the available ones first, so I can't even level her skills. Oh, because of these friggin' heroic plates, man. Dang it. Miko Sir would be pretty chill, not gonna lie. If only I had her leveled. If only. Alright, time for me to go to sleep. Have fun, guys. Alright, take care, Janice. Thanks a lot for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it. Single target Lancer was what they used to call me. Guys really thinking about damage with Castoria Berserker on his roster? Yes! Because I want more damage. Right? Wouldn't you want to get DPSs that can, like, if I could, ideally I'd like to one-shot this guy in one turn. And Berserker Toria might be able to do it. But, I mean, she wasn't able to one-shot Mordred, so I don't know if she'd be able to do it for him. Shoot, man. Shoot, shoot, shoot. So we can't level her. Maybe we'll just bring these two. Maybe we'll just go double single target. And just blow them up. Yeah, I think this setup should be good. Yeah. We'll be fine. Ooh. And then... is this mine? Or is this... oh no, this is the support one. Let's put her there. And then let's get Oberon. So we could swap him in. We don't need this on him. And then... I don't even know who I'd bring here. I don't think we'll need to worry about this slot here. But I guess, just in case, we could bring her. I will do this. Okay, let's go. She's literally the strongest single target DPS in the game, and she still didn't one-shot Mordred! That's why I'm relying on more than just her. I know she's incredibly strong, I don't doubt that at all in the slightest. But she might not be able to do enough to one-shot Tristan. So I'm just bringing someone to back her up. Is that such a problem? Is that so crazy? Getting backup for her? You have Oberon and access to double Castoria. Right now there's no bigger Berserker Toria single target DPS. Yeah, I know. I have. Trust me, I'm gonna beef her up like crazy here. So she might be able to, but just in case, I'm bringing one other single target. It's that simple, alright? Nothing crazy. If, just in case, if she can't one-shot, then we have someone who can stack some damage on top of her. Did you see that? The pyramid destroyed the Pillar of Light in the Holy City. There's no need to fear the Lion King now. We can do it. Gwah! What the heck? Don't get cocky, rebels. The castle remains strong. The round table remains strong. Sir Tristan is in the Holy City. The rebels who entered are probably being executed right now. Once the sandstorm is gone, we'll have the advantage. If Sir Gawain can just restore order at the front gate. Fwah! Dude, they're really upping their quality here. It has been an hour since we began this battle, and he has not slowed down at all. But I'm becoming accustomed to his fighting style. Even this swordsman is not immortal. There must be a way. That's enough. The tolling of the bell has passed. What, bro? The storm stopped? No, he stopped it. Ah, man. So I was hoping that in this, I was hoping that here they would explain the whole interaction between him and the old man of the mountain that happened in the anime. I thought they'd explain it more in detail here, because that part was a little bit confusing, but I guess they just completely skip it here. I guess it was another anime only part. The storm stopped? No, he stopped it. Oh, wait, he's still here. There's no need for the sand any longer. My robe need no longer block out the sky. The sunlight shall illuminate the sins of the Lion King. The bell shall pass unto the holy city. Such arrogance. Once the sunlight returns, my sacred sword will be invincible. Of course, arrogance is warranted. That light could not even awaken one who is asleep. Okay, maybe you'll explain it here. Okay, I was worried for a second. When I saw the storm stop and he said that's enough and just left the screen, I thought he actually just dipped. What? Galatine, uninhibited by the sandstorm, yet even under the sun you can still deflect it? I was the one who was blind. This swordsman's power rivals the Lion King. Why? Why did you stop the sandstorm? No, if you have all this power, why did you not use it until this moment? You could even defeat the Lion King if you were the old man of the mountain than half a year ago. When we built the holy city, you could have stopped us. No, my blade is only a threat to those who disobey the will of heaven. The will of heaven has not taken me to fight the Lion King. It has, or did it say taken? Has not tasked me to fight the Lion King. It has tasked them. Thus, there is no need for my blade. Those who disobey the will of heaven. Knight of the Sun, your blade has proven thine innocence. The passing of the bell is proof. The will of heaven calls thou to the castle. If thou art a knight, thou must hurry. Before the sacred lands consumes thy chance to confess the last and only stagnation within thou. Wait, we're not done here. He's gone. Did he let me go? No, he's not so compassionate. The black hole said that a crueler fate awaits us. Okay, I guess. I don't know. I guess my interpretation of it is, so he says that he only comes in whenever people disobey the will of heaven. Now, it's not explicitly said what or how he disobeyed the will of heaven exactly, but I guess it kind of implied. Your blade has proven thine innocence. The passing of the bell is proof. The will of heaven calls thou to the castle. If thou art a knight, thou must hurry. Huh. So I guess he's just a neutral party. I mean, that's basically the biggest takeaway here, is that Gramps is just a neutral party. He's not with the good guys, he's not with the bad guys. He's just with heaven, I guess. Sir Gawain, you're safe. That was a splendid battle with the enemy leader. The enemy leader? I see, so that's how he looked to you. Was that not who he was? He seemed to be a terrifying swordsman. Just one glance was chilling. Basically, he told him the counterforce didn't need him to defeat the Lion King. Okay. So the counterforce is what he was... I guess the counterforce is heaven. Or at least the heaven he's speaking of. Nor the counterforce needs Hassan to one-shot him. Okay, so then I guess my question would be, what did the counterforce call him there for then? Did he call him there... did he call him there to help us? Just to help us? Or did it call him there to maybe reach out to Gawain and kind of... I don't know. It feels weird to like give a theory or a thought off of so little information. Because I mean, it could just be as simple as the counterforce sent him to help us. But it feels weird that he says disobey, like those that disobey heaven, because it makes it sound like Gawain did something wrong, and that's why he came to help us. But I don't know. Yes, that is right. I never thought I would see the day when I could battle such a splendid knight. I'm quite fortunate. I actually feel a little guilty towards the rest of the round table. Haha, nevertheless, you were able to repel even a knight like that. You are our pride. Please remain the guardian of the gate. I'd love, while he's like over here glazing Gawain, for them to just have that animation where he's split down the middle and then the two halves slide apart. That'd be perfect timing. We will deal with the rebels who entered the holy city. You rest here. No, I am sorry, but it must be the other way around. I will return to the castle. You men hold the gate. The battle will be decided in an hour's time, I am certain. If the castle goes up in flames, take your men and head north, though you may find it hard to reach. Please get as many as possible home. This expedition was doomed from the start, but thank you for coming all this way. Sir Gawain! Of course I have no intention of being defeated. My comrades from the Round Table still fight. Now I, Gawain, Knight of the Round Table, shall go. My sword is my king until the last. Is with my king until the last. Counterforce always has a protocol to follow. Grands are the last bastion when everything else don't work. Otherwise they don't show up. Generally they are counters to fight beasts. Which explains Babylonia. Okay. That's basically it. He told him that the counterforce tasked him to help Chaldea to get to the Lion King. Okay, that makes sense. I guess it's just those who disobey the will of heaven. That's the... Because, yeah, like Tash said, will of heaven equals counterforce. So when he says disobey the will of heaven, to me, it made me think that, you know, someone did something that was against the counterforce. And that's why he was there. But, yeah, I guess it is just as simple as him holding off Gawain, and as soon as he was able to hold them off long enough for us to progress, then he's like, alright, my work here's done. You know, I don't have any qualms with you. The Wall of Light. Yes, it shattered. Have I finally gone mad? It looked like a pyramid fell down from the skies. Man, talk about a brute force method. I said we were out of options, but forget that. Anyways, the tower at the ends of the world has shattered. That's a fatal blow to the Holy City Army. That was the pillar keeping their morale up. I bet some of them will be willing to surrender now. No, maybe the soldiers will, but the main camp won't. The gravity fluctuation still threatens to crush this era. The Lion King's sacred lance is still active. What you just saw was like the sheath of the sacred lance. As long as the Lion King survives, the collapse won't stop. That's... Let's hurry, Senpai. Once we're through the castle town area, we'll reach the castle. Here we go. Cloudy, Sir Bedivere. Sir Lancelot, thanks for finally showing up after all the work is done. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Thank you for coming here at the end. Milady, that was not a big chance. The strength of your words has not really changed. Now, Sir Lancelot is here. Which means the battle in front of the city is mostly over, right? Of course. The Alliance army is in total control. Many archers on the castle walls are surrounding. They saw what just happened with their own eyes. They probably lost the will to fight. The biggest factor was the absence of Lord Gawain. He seems to have returned to the castle. I see, then we need to settle things with the Lion King before he arrives. What about you, Sir Lancelot? Will you come with us? No, I must look for Agravain. He's too dangerous to ignore. Sir Agravain? Even in the Lion King's round table. I don't remember what happened to Lancelot in the anime. He's the only one I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure Agravain fought against the, what is it? The Hassan of Serenity? Yeah, I think he fought against the Hassan of Serenity. And then Cursed Arm took down Tristan. And then we fight Gawain. And then we fight the Lion King. I don't remember what happened to Lancelot. Even in the Lion King's round table, he hasn't changed, huh? Okay, then let's split up. We'll take a direct route to the castle from the front. We're going around the back, right, Sir Lancelot? That's where the bad guys tend to escape from. He lost to Agravain. Okay. He kisses with Agravain and marries him. Yes, we have horses that can go fast. We will go ahead and capture Agravain. Then we will meet at the Lion King's throne. Okay. I'm seeing fire over there. The holy city is almost fallen. Yeah, I don't know about the setting fire to buildings, but I guess that's just what you do in war. By the way, Sir Bedivere, you were saying something odd about Sir Agravain, weren't you? I am very curious. At the last round table too, Sir Agravain inspired hatred and fear in the knights. I realize that it's the same this time too, is all. And why is that? Was he just a villain that everybody... Was he just such a villain that everybody hated him? Of course not. If the king's advisor was villain, Camelot would have never survived. For some reason, Sir Agravain makes no efforts to be liked by anyone. As a result, the people around him viewed him as cold. His blood relatives, Sir Gawain, Sir Gaheris, and even Little Miss Gareth was all misunderstood. All misunderstood him. Wait, I think I just heard a particularly amazing phrase mixed in there. Okay, single men need to shut up. But you didn't see Sir Agravain that way. Why? No, I hated him too, but later I realized. The collapse of the Round Table and the fall of Camelot began after Sir Agravain's death. The king needed him, perhaps more than Merlin, the court mage. Actually, you know, I agree with Bedivere. When I saw Sir Agravain at the fort, I felt relieved. It was as if my spirit origin was saying, if he's here, the king will be alright. Galahad was the biggest airhead, best knight of the round. He was an excellent judge of character. If he trusted Sir Agravain, there must have been some justice in his heart. Watch out! He's here. This silent arrow, Sir Tristan, where are you? Show yourself! Ahead, on the roof of the left side of the building, there's a magical energy response behind the smokestack. How sad, another 10 steps and I could have been close enough to slice you into ribbons. But Sir Bedivere's outrageous remarks irritated me, and I let go a moment too soon. That's Sir Bedivere for you. Even his mistaken words bring him good luck. I wish I had a fraction of his good fortune. Who asked? The way I see it, fate is like the Grim Reaper. Those who outrun it are given a brief stay of execution, and those who catch it die unfulfilled. You escaped your fate once before from that dump of a village. Now let me see your last struggles one more time. Tristan, I've nothing more to say to you. The Sir Tristan I know vanished in that village. Immature as I may be, I'm a knight serving the King of Knights. You are a knight of the Lion King, and I cannot let you defeat me. Of course, you finally reached that state of mind then. The round table you knew never existed here. We are lions, monsters within the heart of beasts. We think nothing of slaughtering you, destroying this era, and being the only ones to survive. I think I remember these lines from the anime. Him saying monsters with the, or hearts in the monsters of beasts or something like that. I'm sorry, but that's all I have left to me now. So let us end this. He's coming, CloudyCrow, milady, get ready! Right, the enemy is Tristan, Knight of the Round Table. His bow has taken many lives. This time we'll snap it in two. There we go, Mash. We'll snap it in two. Merlin wasn't doing shit. Little Miss Gareth. Agravain was the only one keeping things together. Okay, so I forget what his does. Change class affinity. Attack advantage against all classes except Shielder. Defense advantage against Saber. Disadvantage against Saber. Become immune to poison. Crap. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can do it. I guess we could use this for the NP charge. And it only gives like 13 anyways. And it gives NP gain, so might as well. Oh, 17 now. Okay, okay, we're getting somewhere. Now let's do this. And this, I guess. I think we can do this here. Let's do... Now, I'd want to say... Well, dude, I think we can end it here. I think we can end it here. I'm pretty sure. I think we just pop this here. Okay, let's just do this. And... Sure, why not? We should be able to end it here. Easy. Oh, maybe not. I forgot. He has he has advantage against all classes. But I think that's just him attacking. Is super effective against all classes. Okay, yeah, we probably should have saved it. Let's see. Yeah, now look at you guys. Just put everything into Berserkertoria. Just put everything into Berserkertoria. Yeah, we did that. And she didn't even do half. Oh, but this is a really good roll here. Neutral and none of the modifiers apply. Okay, so we should be able to loop here at least. Okay, next round, easy dub. Evade! Oh my gosh. These guys are so lame, man. Are you kidding me? Bro, what a loser. I hate you, babe, so much. Oh, man. Are you trolling me right now? How does it work? He only has one, though. Okay. That's good to know. He only has one evade, so... I guess we'll do... Shoot. I think we do this into that, and then this just in case. Okay, it wasn't too bad. I thought he would have had like a one-turn evade or like 3 stacks of evade or something. But just one layer isn't too bad. Okay, okay. Is Ascension 1 by Katoria your favorite? I think so. I think it definitely is my favorite. She's got swag, number 1, but also the final Ascension, the cards. I always mix up the final Ascension cards for Berserker Toria with Castoria. So it's a little annoying. That's another reason I changed it. I know there's like a small difference in their ribbons, but I don't know. There were some times where I'd click and I'd be like, oh, I thought it was Berserker Toria, not Castoria. How sad to miss your mark despite possessing all of that skill. Certainly you have improved. You are no longer one I can kill with minimal effort. However, the same can be said for you. You cannot kill me if I am focused on defense. This is what you call a stalemate. Ah, this is exactly why I am so sad. On this occasion, time is on my side. All I have to do is toy with you people here. That alone will accomplish the Lion King's ambition. Ah, so boring, so difficult to bear. I did not imagine a silly ending like this awaited. This is but a tragedy. Ah, Sir Tristan is right. He doesn't mean to actually defeat us. He's making shallow attacks. At this rate, neither side will score a winning hit. The first time I saw him, I had a hunch that this archer falls under the category of deplorable. And it seems my intuition was right. He's being atrocious. We have no time. If it comes to that, we... Wrong. What you call tragedy, we call it comedy. Who are you people? The Hassans! Dang, look at they... Holy crap. This lineup is so fire. Holy crap. They all got the masks on. They're ready to roll. Well, he's always got his mask on. CloudyCrow, I'm sure we have much to discuss, especially the fierce battles up to now. But at the moment, we are in a race against time. Please go on ahead. This man is our prey. By the pride of the old man of the mountain, I swear we will take his life. Don't die. Ha ha ha, that's my line. Then farewell for now. With this battle, consider us even. Why the look of concern? Get going. We are together, old men of the mountain. We don't fight if there's no way to win. We've researched Tristan's history. We'll easily kill him, then hunt for the Lion King's head. Yes, our fangs will definitely reach that villainous Tristan. The rest is up to you. Go on and be careful. Understood! Dude, that fight was so fire. Between Cursed Arm and Tristan. The way he took him out was so crazy, dude. Hassan! I am grateful for your thoughtfulness, time and again. May the fortunes of war be with you. That is my line as well. The duty you have undertaken is more important than ours. The fortunes of war be with you, Sir Bedivere. Once there was a king that, though an enemy, called our hero a knight and praised him. You remind me very much of him. It seems chivalry is still alive and well. Right now I am very sad. It seems even the Knights of the Round Table have fallen. Are you so absorbed in chatting with your friends, you insects have come here to be exterminated? I fear the cost for such boorishness is high. In fact, I worry whether you can afford to pay it. I'm going to dismember and gut you while preserving your heads, so die not along the way. I'm not so sure about that plan. You don't hear us pleading for our lives either, Dandy. What did you just say? I said, I know your weakness. I, 100 Personas, am going to teach you that the cause of your defeat is arrogance and your contempt of us. Your contempt of us. That's fire. Dang, so there's some cool scenes that the anime added that weren't included in the original, and there's some moments in the original that weren't included in the anime that I think were really cool. So I guess it kind of goes both ways. They left out some really cool stuff, but they also included some really cool stuff. Interlude Arash. Where the heck is that? Oh my god. It's time. It's finally time, dude. We can finally get his NP upgrade and deal even more damage. Actually, what changes with his NP upgrade? Does he get more damage or does he get another effect or something? Let me look it up. Servantless. Arash. Okay, not Sima Yi. Arash. And then NP. Okay, so he just gets more damage. Not only does his base damage get increased, but his overcharge damage amp also gets increased by double. Holy crap. Yeah, that guy's a monster. That guy's a monster. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is where we will be wrapping up today's stream. I'll do this off stream so that when we come back next stream, I'll have him upgraded. I probably won't even be using him much next stream just because we got a lot of boss battles up ahead. But I think now's a decent place to stop. So next stream, we'll have the Agravane fight. Oh my god, I can't speak right now. We'll have the Agravane fight. And then we'll have the Artoria fight. And maybe another one in between that I probably forgot about. But we'll do that. And hopefully by the end of next stream, we'll be able to finally wrap up Camelot. Now, I know there's a lot of dialogue that happens at the end. Especially because they're going to reveal Betty Vier's whole backstory with Artoria. And I know we have a pretty long conversation with Artoria. And then, of course, we're going to have, now that the story's complete, we beat the big boss, you know, wrapping everything up. But hopefully, we'll be able to fit all of that into next stream. So, again, in case you guys weren't here at the beginning of the stream, tomorrow we will be finishing Apocrypha. If you head on over to my Twitch at CloudyCrow, I'm thinking I'm probably going to start the stream at 10 a.m. sometime between 10 a.m. 10:30 a.m. EST. We'll be finishing Apocrypha, reacting to episodes 22, 23, 24, 25. Finally wrapping up that story. And then who knows, maybe we'll jump into another Fate series after that. But before we do get into that Fate series, I want to finish the Unlimited Blade Works Abridged. So that'll be dropping soon. And then also, next stream will not be on Tuesday because I have something to do on Tuesday. So next stream will actually be Wednesday. So that is when we will hopefully finish Camelot. But thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Let me get some good music going real quick. Let's see. Okay. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I had a lot of fun this stream. I'm not gonna lie. It is fun doing boss battles, even though these ones weren't super challenging. Because, like one of you guys said in the chat, once break bar enemies come into the equation, that's when it gets a lot tougher, because you can't one-shot them in one turn. So, I still had fun. I'm hoping that at least the Artoria fight's more challenging, but I know our account's kind of juiced up right now, so we'll see. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next stream, or tomorrow if you guys decide to stop by, and I will see you guys then.
うむ